Hey guys, Josh from soccerreviewsforyou.com, bringing you a video today to talk about something that I really like about Nike One Piece uppers, something we're seeing on a lot of their top end shoes at the moment. So basically, the shoes that have one piece uppers from Nike at the moment are as follows. All the mid-cut models, so that includes the Mercurial Superfly 4, the Magista Obra, and the Hypervenom Phantom 2. And then as far as the low-cut high-end models with a one-piece upper, you have the Mercurial Vapor 10, the Hypervenom Finish, as well as the Nike Tiempo Legend 6. So really the only shoe at the moment at the top end level that doesn't have a one-piece upper is the Magista Opus, as well as the Nike Premier. So like I said, you have 6 top-end models that all have this one-piece upper. Obviously, they are different variations. Some are entirely made from Flyknit. Some combine Nike skin as well as Flyknit. And obviously, you have different synthetics along the way as well. And then in the case of the Legend 6, you have a combination of synthetic as well as natural leather. So what I really like about these one-piece uppers, and the one thing that I've noticed when I go from a one-piece shoe from Nike to any other model, whether it's another Nike shoe or any other brand, is that the one-piece uppers do a really, really good job of keeping the laces nice and tight throughout the entire playing session. What I've always found with soccer shoes when playing in a game, after the first half or so, I have to retie my shoes because they feel like they've loosened up. And that's not because they feel like they actually have loosened up. So with these one-piece uppers from Nike, what they really seem to do a good job of is just holding the laces in place consistently throughout an entire 2 to 3 hour playing session, which is a really, really cool and kind of underrated feature that they don't really market because it's not really a marketing point, but something that after wearing all these different shoes over the last year or so, it's something that I really appreciate when I get into these one-piece shoes from Nike. I know not everybody likes the one-piece uppers, mainly because it makes the shoe a little bit more difficult to put on and take off. And depending on how the shoe fits you, generally if they're a little too big, the one-piece upper just doesn't feel as seamless as it should. But given that the shoe matches your foot type really nicely and you just have the proper sizing, it works extremely well. Again, it's a little bit more tricky to put on and take off, but once they're on, what's cool about the one-piece upper is it holds your foot in place really nicely, even prior to tying the laces tight. And that's something that was kind of a very common question when the Superfly 4 and the Magista Obra first came out, is a lot of people question whether or not the laces were even necessary. And the answer to that question is yes, the laces are very necessary because it's what holds everything together. But what's cool about this one-piece design is you put the shoe on your foot, and because of its seamless construction, it has that shape kind of predetermined where the shoe feels nice and snug from the get-go, even prior to tying the laces tight. And then once you put tension from the laces on the sides of the upper, it really locks everything in place quite nicely. So you're not only getting the strength of the laces holding your foot in place, you're getting the strength of the entire shoe and all the support elements that have been incorporated into that lacing system, also holding your foot in place, which in turn is allowing the shoe to maintain its tightness without having to retie your shoes every half an hour or so, which is a really, really cool feature. This is something that became abundantly clear to me when I was testing the Legend 5 versus the Legend 6. The Legend 5 obviously having a standard central lacing system, and then the Legend 6 having, of course, that one-piece construction. You really will notice a big difference. Same thing if you go from a Veloce 2 to a Nike Mercurial Vapor 10. The difference is going to be very significant in terms of how tight the shoe stays over extended periods of time, half an hour, 1 hour, 1.5 hours. It's something that, like I said, it becomes very, very noticeable. And like I said, I just really appreciate the kind of tension that the one-piece design maintains once you pull the laces tight. It just you get the same consistent tightness throughout the entire playing session, which is something that, again, I just really, really like, and it's something that I totally miss when I get away from anything that doesn't have the one-piece upper. And that's not to say that Nike's the only one that has this type of a feature. You get it to a certain extent in the new X15 Plus Prime Knit that doesn't necessarily have a one-piece upper, but it does have an internal kind of booty construction where it doesn't have a physical tongue. You actually have a part of the upper that wraps from the base of the sole around the top of your foot, so you can't actually open up the shoe. And that shoe as well, a little bit tricky to get on, a little bit tricky to take off. But again, once that shoe is on your foot, it holds your foot in place really nicely, and then when you add the tension from the laces aren't under constant tension. So like I said, they maintain their tightness really nicely. So it's just a video that I thought I would make just to talk about this particular feature, kind of hear your thoughts on it, because now that I'm mentioning it to you, a lot of you guys probably will kind of notice the same thing and just make the same observation. So again, in my job with reviewing soccer shoes, I always try to think of things and notice things that maybe the average Joe wouldn't. And this is just one of those things that over time, obviously the one-piece construction has been around for a little while now from Nike. But like I said, over time, you notice certain things. And this is just one of those things that maybe you want to consider in your next pair of soccer shoes. Are your shoes always getting looser and you have to frequently untie them? If that's the case for you, you may want to consider one of these one-piece shoes from Nike, because they really seem to do a good job of maintaining their tightness. Another reason for that could be the dual lace hole system, but I don't think that's the case. I think it really has to do with the shoe fitting nicely without the laces, and then when you add the laces, it locks everything in place. So that's kind of my observation. Hopefully you guys enjoy this type of video. If this is something that you'd like to see in the future, where I kind of talk about a specific shoe or a specific element that I've noticed personally, and you'd like me to highlight, let me know if this is, like I said, a kind of a series that you'd enjoy seeing on the channel. If it is, let me know down below in the comment section. If you have any questions on this particular topic, leave them down below in the comments as well, and I definitely will get an answer out to you. If you enjoyed today's video, found it helpful and informative, be sure to support it with a like. Subscribe if you haven't already for daily videos on all the latest and greatest soccer gear. You can find all my social media information linked in the description as well. And other than that, guys, hope you enjoyed today's video, and as always, thanks for watching.